All right, family. Let me give you an article today as well, because this is coming out of Politico in New Jersey. Delgado Polanco resigns as head of SDA as scandal festers. And there's a reason I really want to look at this article, because one of the things I do a lot is deal in Jersey politics. And I believe that Jersey's political system is completely butt fucked. So let's talk. Let's go through this article by Ryan Hutchins and Matt Friedman, who I follow on Twitter, interestingly enough. The embattled CEO of New Jersey's Schools Development Authority resigned her post Tuesday, succumbing to public pressure as ongoing scandals about her hiring practices and professional background continued to erode confidence in her leadership. Lizette Delgado Polanco, who was appointed by Governor Murphy to have the agency charged with building school facilities in more than 24 communities across the state, announced her departure in a letter to the governor's office. Her resignation takes effect Friday. It is with a heavy heart that I leave the SDA, but I am proud of the work we have achieved together over the past months, to serve our 31 SDA districts, Delgado Polanco wrote in the letter. Delgado Polanco, who is also vice chairwoman of the Democratic State Committee, earned a salary of $225,000 a year, among the largest incomes provided to any state official. Wow, that's a lot of cash. This is why your taxes are through the roof. Hey, Jersey, this is why your taxes are through the roof. We are spending $250,000 a year on some newly made up jobs and positions. Her decision to restructure the agency, firing about 24 people, I bet that a few cost-cutting ideas there, and hiring new workers with whom she had familial and professional ties, was the subject of numerous stories on the record and discussed at a public hearing in Trenton this month. The newspaper also found that some online biographies of her claim that she had a bachelor's degree she never earned. Oh boy. Democratic State Committee, huh? See, I'm just on a county committee, so I don't know what it is. Last year, the SDA terminated 20 people while 13 others resigned and 5 others retired. According to the documents provided to state lawmakers, another 36 were hired last year after Delgado Polanco took the helm in August. The scandals had become a major headache for Murphy's administration, which was already reeling from the public examination of its decision to hire Al Alvarez as the authority's executive director, even though top officials were aware he had faced sexual assault allegations. I've talked about this in previous videos on my other channel. That is something like the sexual assault allegations, like on his face, they're just allegations. There was no conviction. Chill with all that. He's like that shouldn't be a thing. It is, but lying about the degrees that you have and really having a patronage. That's where issues can take place at. The governor's first year in office was also dogged by controversy over the hiring of former Passaic Councilman Marcellus Jackson, who served time in a federal prison for corruption, to a post at the Department of Education. Jackson resigned after it was revealed he was prohibited by law from working for state government. Jersey, this is why your taxes are high. Like, guys, this is because we're spending all this money. Delgado Polanco made no direct reference to the scandal in her resignation letter, but hinted at the issues, saying she made the decision to resign after much deliberation because she believes the agency should be focused on its mission and politics should not be in the conversation. It's all politics, guys. It's all the plantation. This is the plantation. This is the plantation taking care of its own. This is the establishment. Like, look, I got you. You gonna eat, fam. She otherwise ignored the criticism that she faced, instead boasting of a successful tenure that was cut short after 8 months on the job. She's gonna sit there and talk about how great. So the governor's office had no immediate comment on the resignation. Murphy has had little to say when he's been asked about the hiring issue, saying the matter was being reviewed internally, that he was not prepared to pass judgment because guess what? He didn't make these hires. The machine was already in place operating for him, and they just decided, yeah, this is the guy because he was Goldman Sachs. He was an Obama pick. He's not even from Jersey. He's from Massachusetts. Like, Jesus, Jersey. In Jersey, it's like when this state is no longer for the people of the state, the regular working Joes. I mean, Jersey used to be working Joe Central. Now it's just the elected class and the rest of us sitting here poor as hell, struggling to get by. Boy, let's finish this one up. The state legislature, until recently, has shown a reluctance to delve deeply into the issues at the SDA, even as lawmakers spent months examining the decision to hire Alvarez, who resigned in October and denies any wrongdoing. Like I said, no conviction. He should be able to work. Like, doesn't make much sense. Members of the Legislative Select Oversight Committee, which was formed in the wake of the Alvarez scandal to examine the state's hiring practices and employment discrimination policies, had asked the panel to look into the SDA issues, but hadn't so far been rebuffed. The Assembly Budget Committee spent some time questioning Delgado Polanco this month as part of its annual budget review, though the discussion was repeatedly halted as lawmakers returned to education policy issues or budget questions. Oh, man. So, guys, I'm not getting much further into this article. Good job, Hitch and the Gang. $250,000, well, damn near $250,000 a year. 365 days. Whew, it is good to be on a plantation now, ain't it? Anyways, family. Later.